The James Webb Space Telescope has spotted some really incredible lights coming from Proxima Centauri b, which is about 7 trillion miles away. These lights look a lot like those from busy cities on Earth, leading us to wonder if there could be intelligent life out there. With this discovery, we're starting to think about what it could mean for humanity. As people grapple with this news, it raises questions about the possibility of finding a civilization that isn't our own. David Kipping, a cosmologist at Columbia University, talked about how Proxima Centauri b is a unique planet. It's not like most rocky planets because it has a special relationship with its star, Proxima Centauri. The James Webb Telescope's ability to see infrared light helped it pick up these mysterious signals, which is pretty exciting for researchers. They need to keep using this amazing tool to learn more about the planet's atmosphere and whether it could support life. One of the cool things about the James Webb Space Telescope is that it can spot faint lights that other telescopes can't. Sometimes, these lights might be artificial ones from a potential city on the dark side of Proxima Centauri b. This planet has a cycle of hot days and cool nights, similar to Earth, but if it lacks an atmosphere, the temperature differences could be extreme. As researchers study Proxima Centauri b further, they'll focus on its atmosphere and look for elements like oxygen and water vapor, which could indicate habitability. Meanwhile, the James Webb Telescope is just one piece of the puzzle. A larger telescope, launching in 2028, will help expand our understanding of other distant worlds. The ongoing search for life beyond Earth has made strides over the years. Pioneering work began in 1984 with the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence (SETI) project, where scientists used radio signals to listen for signs of life. The James Webb Telescope is also playing a major role in this ongoing quest by analyzing distances and gathering data that could help answer those age-old questions about life elsewhere. With each new discovery, we are getting closer to understanding our universe. We're beginning to peel back the layers and see what might be out there, especially with new technologies on the horizon. The search for signs of life has become more detailed, with modern methods allowing scientists to investigate not just the physical features of exoplanets but also their potential to host life. As technology advances, the quest to find extraterrestrial life grows even more exciting. The James Webb Space Telescope saw something amazing deep in space. There were lights that looked a lot like city lights on Earth, coming from Proxima Centauri b, a planet way out there, like 7 trillion miles away. This makes you wonder, right? What if we found other life forms? What secrets could they have, and what would that mean for us? The telescope's recent observations suggest these aren't just random lights. They might be signs of intelligent life on Proxima Centauri b. If that's true, we could be about to make the biggest find ever: contact with another world. This area of space, once thought to be empty, is now hinting at life. The lights the telescope saw on Proxima Centauri b look suspiciously like city lights, making scientists really excited. David Kipping, a scientist at Columbia, said the planet is strange because, unlike most rocky planets, it doesn't just soak up sunlight and spit out infrared energy. It acts in a different way because of how it relates to its star, Proxima Centauri. The James Webb Space Telescope is strong. It can see infrared light, which was vital for spotting these weird lights. This shows there's so much more to learn. The signals coming from Proxima Centauri b can tell us things about what its air is like. Scientists need to keep an eye on it to see if life could exist there. The telescope is great at spotting infrared light, which is how it noticed activity on the planet's night side. Other telescopes can't always see faint lights in the dark, but this one can pick up even small flickers. This makes it ideal for seeing if the city lights are real. It can tell artificial light from starlight pretty well. Proxima Centauri b is close to its star. One side is always facing the star and gets hit with a lot of sunlight while the other side is darker and reflects some light. As the planet goes around its star, it goes through a cycle like Earth, with hot and cold periods. The planet has big temperature changes because of what it's made of. For example, if it doesn't have an atmosphere, the temperature change would be extreme. Gases and oceans could even things out. The hot side would be super hot, and the cold side would be freezing. These temperature differences cause stargazers to wonder what that means for Proxima Centauri b's atmosphere. Thanks to its infrared vision, the telescope can measure the planet's intensity, providing clues about its climate. What's cool is that the telescope's orbit lines up with the planet's orbit, letting it see the planet's cycle every 11.2 Earth days. If Proxima Centauri b has air, the next step is to look at its chemicals. Things like oxygen, water, and methane could mean it's able to support life. Spotting these things would make the case for life on the planet strong and would bring more research into the light passing through its atmosphere. The thing is, the telescope can only study a few of the closest potentially livable planets. For more planets, scientists are waiting for the Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, which should be up and running in 2028. The ELT should give us a clearer idea of far-off planet climates. Lots of scientists are looking forward to what the ELT and other future telescopes will show us. The James Webb Space Telescope is still a big deal for looking at planets outside our solar system. Even though it has its weaknesses, it still gives us useful data that could change how we see the universe. In the future, new space telescopes will try to block out the bright light from stars so we can see the planets around them better. By blocking starlight, these powerful telescopes will be able to see planets in a better way. This clearer view will help scientists look at the atmospheres of planets and see if they might have life. It's not easy, though. Scientists have to carefully spot gases made by living things and gases from natural stuff like volcanoes. They need to understand these planets super well so they don't get tricked by random happenings. The James Webb Space Telescope makes future finds possible. As we keep looking into space, we get closer to knowing more about the universe. People have wondered if we're alone forever. This question is the motivator for a lot of researchers. The James Webb Space Telescope is checking out planets and moons to see if life could be out there. Lots of scientists are getting excited about the chance of finding extraterrestrial life. Back in 1984, two scientists, Jill Tarter and Thomas Pearson, started a project called the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, SETI. They made a non-profit to listen for radio signals from space, hoping to hear from intelligent beings. They use radio waves because they can travel far without losing strength. The Allen Telescope Array in California, with 42 radio telescopes, is vital to their work. Even though SETI has been listening for over 30 years, they haven't found any obvious signals of life. Still, Jill Tarter is hopeful. With today's tech, she thinks a big discovery could be close. She hopes for a global effort to find out if we're alone. NASA recently reported that the James Webb Space Telescope might have seen something that looked like city lights on a nearby planet. The James Webb Space Telescope sits 1 million miles from Earth and sends back data about old parts of the universe. It's made to see details we've never seen before, which helps us learn about how galaxies, stars, and planets are made. Stargazers are its powerful tools to focus on light from stars and planets. By focusing on specific types of light, the telescope helps scientists figure out the physical and chemical makeup of distant worlds. The James Webb Space Telescope is also studying the atmospheres of planets, looking for even small signs. With its rare ability to explore the universe, it's taking us to a time of revelation. Scientists have recently found more stuff hidden in huge galaxies than they thought possible. These finds are making scientists rethink how the universe began. Each new find from the telescope brings us closer to learning about space and if life exists beyond our planet. With the help of the telescope, researchers are looking further into space than ever before, gathering data that could help us answer important questions about far-off planets. Just 20 years ago, we didn't know much about planets outside our solar system. Scientists have since found over 4,000 exoplanets orbiting other stars. NASA thinks these finds are just the beginning, suggesting there could be trillions more exoplanets waiting to be found. As scientists keep looking into space, they want to find where life could exist. Sometimes they see signs that suggest they're on the right track. The Galileo spacecraft accidentally saw something near Jupiter that suggested maybe plants. This was a big deal, marking the first of a biosignature specifically, the vegetation red edge this way to discovering life focusing on how light comes off it. Now the telescope set ready to explore new areas and searching life focus life inside areas with right features around their stars and these indications showing living proven it's universe wide and it can change vision to us. The search for life beyond Earth is now super complex, with advanced space telescopes and other tools. Scientists are pushing what's possible and are not just looking into distant exoplanets. They will see if there are any potential to support living. Many changes for past years became main tools to support the mission. Something special has happened in spectroscopic research this support with finding gas in space planet. With looking how's light from the exoplanets, let's see if any gas available or none there. So researcher can say this gas available or say no water here or there. Other part will see if weather good to support life. So we can imagine a storm occur one exoplanet and see its bad situation or a water drop available. So find bio sign or say there is animal there or no is main aim and focus so we can confirm there is sign of life there. Support with models or say there a theory for exoplanet we found such temperature. AI is here the algorithms give see find it and collect the picture for us. People coming from all place support space research. Share data and help to improve our work. To help universe look further to see the image the earth. Keep changing our ways to find the earth so do not be lonely. As we continue the recent found maybe it will do main research, we'll see the atmosphere of what is it and new discoveries. We focus stars in the habitable zone so water may or might not there and discover. The plant have to handle radiation and we still want find there is good or not. Telescope make more research. Their new tools gas found we able to see their gas available or not. Telescope find planet and is make the dream. The earth do have question and their future can be. New telescopes will aim to block out the bright light from stars, making it easier to see the planets around them. Like using your hand to block the sun, lessening the starlight will help researchers catch the faint glow from other planets. This clearer view will help them study the climates and see if life could be there. But it's not easy. Scientists have to figure out which gases come from living things and which are natural, like from volcanoes. They must understand those planets well so they don't get fooled by nature. The James Webb Space Telescope opens doors for finds in the future. As we keep checking out space, we get closer to knowing about the universe and our place in it. We've always wondered if we're alone. That question still drives researchers. Right now, the telescope is looking at planets and moons for signs of life. The idea that life could be somewhere else is growing, and that excites people about finding it. Back in 1984, two cosmologists started a project to listen for radio signals from space, hoping to find something from smart beings. They use radio waves because they travel far without losing strength. They use radio telescopes in California. Even though they've been listening for over 30 years, they haven't found anything obvious. But one of them is hopeful. With today's tech, she thinks a big discovery could be close. She wants a global effort to find out if we're alone. Recently, there was excitement when NASA said the James Webb Space Telescope might have seen lights like a city on a planet nearby. The telescope, 1 million miles away, sends back data about the oldest parts of the universe. It's made to catch details we've never seen, helping us learn how galaxies, stars, and planets form. Stargazers are using its tools and filters to focus on light from stars and planets. By focusing on certain light, the telescope helps researchers figure out what stuff distant worlds are made of. But it's not just watching, it's checking out planet atmospheres for any tiny hints of life. With its skills, the telescope is leading us into a time of discovery. Scientists have found way more hidden material in galaxies. These finds are making them rethink how the universe began and changed. Every new thing from the telescope gets us closer to other places in space and what life could be there. Researchers are going deeper into space, getting data on faraway worlds that could help answer big questions. Only 20 years ago, we barely knew about planets outside our system. Now, we've found thousands circling other stars. NASA thinks there could be trillions more out there. As scientists keep exploring, they want to find where life could be. Sometimes they see signs that suggest they're on the right track. For example, a spacecraft accidentally found something near Jupiter that hinted at plants. That was a big moment, marking the first find of a biosignature, in this case, the vegetation red edge. Now, the James Webb Space Telescope is ready to explore more, focusing on planets in good spots around their stars. If these signs of life are real, they could change everything about how we see the universe and our place in it. Our hunt for life has gotten super advanced with new scopes and observations. Experts are going beyond just looking at planets, they're digging into whether they could hold life. Tech improvements have been key to this. One huge thing is better spectroscopy, which checks the light from space stuff. By studying light from planets, researchers can figure out what their air is made of. This has already shown us a lot about planet air, like hydrogen, helium, and carbon dioxide. These helps in figuring out if a planet could be good for life. Another exciting thing is checking planet air patterns. Understanding these patterns can give hints about the situation on other planets and how livable they are. For example, if air changes with the seasons, that could mean there's liquid water, which is important for life. Scientists are also researching crazy weather like big storms or temp changes that could affect if a planet is livable. Looking for biosignatures, things that signal life, is something they are working on a lot. Beyond oxygen and methane, they are searching for other things, like complex molecules and weird air stuff. The James Webb Space Telescope is made for this, giving a chance to spot those small but big signs. Besides watching directly, models play an important part. These models help experts guess what kinds of signals or situations might be on planets, based on what we know about science. They also help plan experiments. For example, models of planet climates can show what could happen if there were different gases and situations, helping to decide what to watch for in the future. Also, adding computer smarts into space exploration is changing how we study data. Computers are now checking all the data from scopes and other tools. Computers can spot things that people might miss, giving new ideas about different worlds. Working together across the globe is also big. Researchers share data and thoughts. This makes us understand planets better and faster. As we look ahead, better space tech and science methods promise to get us closer to answering if we are alone. The work and improvements in this area that has remarkable progress we are making in our quest to explore the universe and understand our place within it. As we continue to push space exploration, the telescope's finds may be just the start of new discoveries. Every new view opens more questions and possibilities, giving insights into planets and their chance of holding life. One awesome prospect is understanding how planets in the good zone around their stars could possibly hold life. These planets could have water, which is needed for life. Scientists are also exploring the connections between planets and their stars. For example, some planets might have wild changes from their stars that could affect if they can hold life. To know about these factors is important in making the list of planets that could give the right situation for being alive. As the telescope gathers more info, researchers can make their models better and know what planets might be livable. Besides air situations, the hunt of life means studying what planets are made of. With these tools, scientists can spot small things in the air of planets. By learning the spectral signatures of gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and oxygen, researchers can decide whether these planets could have stable places to live with. Also, next-generation space telescopes will likely make clearer views of planet air environments. These tools will be able to spot the exact light from planets, giving new ways of understanding what they are made of. With tech improvements, the goal of answering whether we are alone seems closer than ever. As these grow, the search for extraterrestrial life will only speed up.